So oft have I invoked thee for my muse, and found such fair assistance in my verse, as every alien pen hath got my use, and under thee their poesy disperse. Thine eyes, that taught the dumb on high to sing, and heavy ignorance aloft to fly, have added feathers to the learned's wing, and given grace a second majesty. Yet be most proud of that which I compile, whose influence is thine, and born of thee. In others' works thou dost but mend the style, and arts with thy sweet graces graced be. But thou art all my art, and dost advance as high as learning my rude ignorance. Sonnet 78. Geez, that one just sputters right out at the end. I really hate when Shakespeare pulls the self-deprecation card. So Sonnet 78 is a bit of a departure from 77. It's been a while since I did 76, but apparently 76 and 78 are the first couple in the rival poets sequence of sonnets. 77 kind of goes on its own little kind of more philosophical tangent that's not really fair youth, that's not really rival poet, but yeah, so we did a lot of fair youth stuff, and so what I'm noticing in the rival poet stuff is that there was angst in the fair youth stuff, but this is like, it's just pissy. It's like, I'm sorry, Shakespeare, but you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. You can't be like, well, these poets don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm the only one that's good at this stuff, but also I'm worthless. Like, I can't, that's something that does not resonate with me. The building someone up, building this thing up by tearing myself down. It's like, I only have any worth because of how amazing this other thing is. It's like, well, no, you can call a spade and be like, I'm good at this. But yeah, so it's these ones are going to be an interesting change of tone. There's a lot of beautiful stuff here, though. It builds very naturally. There's as irritating as complaining can be. When you the poetry here kind of does lend itself to that, and you build up a head of steam. And one thing I noticed is that 5 of the 12 lines start with and. And so there's momentum and this and that and this and that. And part of it is you're this and you're that. And it's like very flowery and full of admiration for this thing. And I'm just going on and on and on and on and on about it. But he's also going on and on and on about it. He's like, no. Like, just like, I'm the only one that really understands you. I'm the only one that, like, look at my poems. My poems are good because they're actually about you. These other people are just, like, using you for bullshit. It's like, well, Shakespeare, I don't really know if that's... I think you're being a little disingenuous to say that that's the case. I think you're just kind of jealous that these other people are occupying similar artistic space as you. And in general, Shakespeare did distinguish himself. But, yeah, kind of a polarizing... and while I think that because it's so well written, it is kind of easy to, when you start saying the words, you get kind of sucked up in it. But it's like, yet again, he illustrates that, like, it's not like he's this great guy. You know, he's kind of got some issues, Shakespeare. He doesn't always speak from a place that's motivated by goodness or sincerity. So, so yeah, this one was kind of interesting. The last line specifically is where the self-deprecation comes in. He kind of have it a little bit earlier, and it's like he's intimating that his stuff is only worthwhile because of the genuine inspiration from the fair youth. But the last one, he's like, I'm ignorant. I'm rude and ignorant without this thing to build me up. But he starts it with this gorgeous, wonderful line, "Thou art all my art," which is this beautiful wordplay, and you can't help it. It feels so sincere. So it's like, I just wish you could be consistent, Shakespeare. I wish you could actually be sincere and be vulnerable in that way without undercutting it with this, like, but I'm a piece of shit. And it's like, okay, Shakespeare, sure. Um, so this was a fun one to work on. I'm going to be interested to see a little bit more of these. There were levels and shades and variations on the Fair Youth throughout the numerous Fair Youth sonnets. So I'm curious to see what sort of um, other shades and themes he explores with this kind of new device. So yeah, that was Sonnet 78. Thanks for watching.